How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at some Pokemon news for today, which we got some rumors, we got some news, we got some leaks, stuff like that, so sit back, relax. But first thing first, guys, today we are actually running a giveaway. Yes, we're running a giveaway of 3 copies of Pokemon Legends Arceus, and if you want to have a chance of winning one of these, well, you simply got to head over to Momoboard. Momoboard is sponsoring this. Shout out to them, by the way, for partnering up with me for the coming while. And basically, if you want to win one of the copies, go to Momoboard. I have a link down below that will explain exactly how you can win one of the copies. You can just simply do that by going to Momoboard. Link is down below. But yeah, we're giving away 3 copies of the game. We may even do more giveaways for Legends Arceus after these ones end, which are going to be ending about the 6th and 7th of this month is when of next month is when these are ending. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know about that. And now let's get into the actual information for today, which I've got here a post where I've listed everything, a summary of the news for you guys to take a look at if you want to. If you don't want to listen to me, it's over on Momoboard, a summary of all of this. But let's get into it, shall we? So here's a summary of the latest information of Pokemon news, starting with this post from Cerebi saying the Cerebi update, a new distribution has begun for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Yes, it's like a code you can use for the mystery gift, and it is for BDSP Underground. This one will basically give you a like a shiny statue of Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup that you can put into your secret bases. So if you want to do that, you can do that right away. It is available. So that's one of the first things. Next up is this right here. So I'm gonna have to open this up separately here, which is pretty easy to do, but we just open that up, and it says that from PokeExperto that Nintendo Creatures and Game Freak have actually reapplied for the Eevee brands on all of their evolutions, except Espeon and Sylveon in Japan. The purpose seems to be cover all kinds of merchandising, so maybe Eevee and whatnot could show, like, actually be, you know, showing up in the TCG or something like that soon, so maybe that's why they're going to be doing that. Who knows, we'll have to wait and see. Continuing on, though, apparently the domain for Pokemon Sleep has popped up again, as posted here by Kilios, who says that the domain name, PokemonSleep.com, seems to have been entered by the Pokemon Company and now redirects to a page on the official website. So if you actually go to it, it will take you over to the official Pokemon website. So it means it's registered and ran by them, but page not found right now. So Pokemon Sleep seems to still be in the pipeline. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Next up, from Cerebi, note, Pokemon Home will be undergoing a maintenance for both Nintendo Switch and mobile on November 30th from 01 UTC to 6 UTC, where a small patch version 1.5.2 will go live on mobile. So a new patch coming for Pokemon Home. Then we get into the riddles about Pokemon Legends Arceus. This is probably the thing you're here for, right? So Nihilego has been posting a bunch of stuff. For example, his opinion on PLA, seemingly like he's been playing it, which we're going to see what he says here. But my feelings about PLA, grinding, hardcore, fresh for some parts, like you need to actually have different action-wise strategies on different boss fights. But meanwhile, easy to get bored. Just my 2 cents, so don't take it too seriously. Gonna get one when it gets out. Okay. Fair enough. Then he continues on here. You know, the disharmonious creature mentioned in this description will finally get its counterpart in PLA and link some character's background story. Interesting, huh? And this, in reference here, if you read the actual text that's featured, it is the entry from Pokemon Fire Red Leaf Green that says, its electric charges can reach even 100,000 volts. Careless contact can cause even an Indian elephant to faint, which is strange because he says, this disharmonious creature mentioned in this description will finally get his counterpart in PLA. So Centro thinks that this is going to be a counterpart to Raichu. I'm thinking since we're talking about an Indian elephant, maybe it's Copperage, because Copperage is based on like an Indian elephant. Maybe Copperage is getting a counterpart in this game. Possibly a counterpart, right? But because he says counterpart, which doesn't have to mean that, you know, like, it has to be a Raichu, but a counterpart to get Raichu. What could that be? We'll have to wait and see. But Centro tried to chime in and say that Raichu's coming to Legends Arceus. I don't know if that's going to be the case. We'll have to wait and see. But here's also what Nihilego is saying about the actual games themselves. His like rating. Well, people asked about rating. My personal Gen 8 takes. Sword and Shield plus DLC 8.0. Fair enough. I think Sword and Shield itself was maybe a 4 or 5, with the DLC making it a 7. For me personally, because the DLC was, especially the second DLC, was fantastic in my opinion. But beyond that, though, he continues on and he says that BDSP is 5.5, so not that great in his opinion. He actually has been saying that since day one. And to be fair, BDSP is fine for what it is, but it doesn't do more than, you know, what it sets out to do, which is just to be a one-to-one remake with, of course, some changes to Diamond and Pearl, right? Then PLA says 7.5, so it's a lower rating than Sword and Shield, but I'm guessing if Sword and Shield didn't have the DLC, the rating of that would probably fall under. So 7.5 is good, actually. I don't know how he like sets his ratings, but 7.5, in my opinion, is actually pretty decent. It doesn't need to be a 9 or a 10. I mean, of course, that would be a fantastic game, right? But a 7.5 is a decent game with, of course, issues, which I'm expecting this game to be like, you know? Continues on. I think it's kind of unfair to directly compare PLA with other Pokemon main series games, because PLA mainly focuses on single-player features that you definitely haven't experienced before in any other main series game. So that is totally logical. It makes total sense to me. And here he's answering somebody's question, who's asking him about, I guess, the story, right? Somebody was asking Hisuian Crimson here, like, so first of all, Fra88 asked, would you rate the story of this new game? He says multi-layered and complicated. So the story is multi-layered, which is great, and complicated, which honestly, I love that. I think it's a good thing. Then somebody asked him, like, you know, in what sense, in what regard, like in terms of character development or concept, like Arceus and the noble Pokemon. He says, rich post-game story arc, well-developed, even though the game's called Legends Arceus, but it's kind of unrelated, lol. So Legends, I guess, Arceus, Legends about Arceus. Arceus is, I guess, not going to have that much influence. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but yeah, it just seems like in general, he thinks the story is a decent thing in this game, which I hope it is, because that's one of the reasons I want to play this game, is the story and stuff that it has to offer, and the little mysteries and stuff, and like the adventure, right? That's what I'm excited about, just the change of pace from usual Pokemon. No offense, but BDSP was fun and all, but it was like the Diamond and Pearl I've already played before. It's the same thing, you know what I mean? It's nothing different. One of the cool things about Sword and Shield was the open world areas, like the wild area, right? But I feel like it wasn't expanded well upon, you know? But that's where I feel like the Crown Tundra did it good, where you had these mysteries, these legendary Pokemon, these mysterious places, hidden little zones and stuff that you can explore. That was the fun stuff, right? So, what do you think about BDSP after playing this game? For me, as I said before, a meh game. If you decide to buy it as a filler between game gaps, getting tired of Sword and Shield, it's kind of worth it. Anyways, gonna spoil a little bit about my gaming experience for PLA in a few days, and he did actually do that with some of the stuff. He also said, I rewrote this for fun, and then it's like this new entry in the Canalea library, which says, Mantike, Weasel, and Qwilfish with huge spike acknowledge the human's bravery, and this is where we're thinking that it's gonna be a Hisuian Qwilfish, but we don't know. We continue on though. Once upon a time, so he changed the text, by the way. Once upon a time, in the EC, there's a Pokemon known as the Weeping Princess. The 7th Knight asked Pokemon living there to let them see the princess. Electric, Clobbopus, and Inkay, with its evil smile, acknowledge this warrior's bravery and join them. And then he continues on down here. Together, they set off in a boat over the sunset-streaked sea. That's a mouthful. Sailing through the ocean gates stretched over the waves. And then he says, have you figured it out? It's not as simple as the RGB values on this one this time. Enjoy. And then you have Steelix down here, who actually has his own interpretation of what this could be meaning. So let's take a look at what he's talking about. So, 7th Knight. Picture 7 on the riddle collage. Qwilfish gains Steel type. Knight equals Steel. All of the mons are aquatic but not water types, so maybe Steel. Huge spikes, maybe it's like a mace. Maybe the 7th Knight is the 7th Warden for Qwilfish/Evo. Warrior in design, you know, inspiration is what he's assuming that might be referring to here. And honestly, it could be anything. I'm not sure if Soul Silver Art, who's one of the people who actually does do a lot of these breakdowns, I'm not sure if he's said anything, but like the idea of it being a steel type, right? Like the number 7, you know, the freaking, I don't know, whatever you call it, like the cactus thing, right? Which we know now is most likely referring to Qwilfish based on all the riddles and stuff. Could it be that it's going to gain a steel typing? I guess it would if it's got like massive spikes. Steel typing makes the most sense. You know, anything else wouldn't really make a lot of sense, to be fairly honest. I mean, we don't know what the design would be like, but if it's going to have massive spikes, if those spikes are made out of steel, I guess it would make sense. And maybe you could make the argument that there's some sort of minerals in the ground that make it have larger spikes, or in the water in Old Hisui that made these Qwilfish actually look and, you know, be the way they are. So I don't know. I want to know what you guys think about this though. But next up is this right here. So this is an image from the Pokemon like Legends Arceus game, but it's being featured in the Nintendo magazine. So if we actually open up Nintendo magazine here, you can take a look at what it's, you know, what's inside of it. But one of the images is this right here. So you guys can go and check it out. You can just open it in a new tab and check it out. But it's basically like just about Legends Arceus, just a section promoting it, showing off like right where my camera is right now. You guys can't really see it, but right there you got the Hisuian forms and whatnot. You've got the, you know, noble Pokemon and whatnot being shown off as well. Just a little bit of a promo thing they're doing in the Nintendo magazine, which, by the way, I love Nintendo magazine and stuff like that. I don't know what it is. I've always, even as a kid, like those. But, yeah, what do you guys think about this? Just your thoughts and opinions would be great. And what do you think about the riddle here? Do you think that Qwilfish being a steel type is what's being hinted here by Nihilego. And also, the whole thing that he's saying that the game doesn't feel like a normal Pokemon game and that that you might get bored of it, that it might get repetitive. To be fair, Pokemon has always been repetitive. No offense to Pokemon fans and stuff, but I'm a Pokemon fan too, but Pokemon is a repetitive game. Like, bloody hell, it is a repetitive game. You just keep doing the same thing over and over again. But that's like most games though, right? Most games are repetitive in a sense, and grindy, and I think PLA is going to be that as well. But what I like about the difference in it is that, like more fluid gameplay where you have more control. The problem with Pokemon is it feels like you often don't have any power of your own character. It feels like you're just kind of in the just thrown into this little, like, not sandbox, but this locked little theme park. And it's fun, but, after a while, you get tired of the same ride over and over again. What I like is, like, when you have a sandbox and you can build your own castle. And, sure, eventually you can get bored of this, the sandbox as well. But at least there's more options there, right? At least you have more possibilities there. So that's kind of the thing I'm thinking about, right? The way I'm looking at it is, what, like, can you do with an open world type Pokemon game? It's not fully open world. We already know that. Okay, we get it. But what can you do with what's being offered here? I feel like a lot of possibilities are possible. A lot of things are possible. So I just want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on it. Let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Again, if you guys want to have a chance of winning one of the copies of Pokemon Legends Arceus, then ladies and gentlemen, just make sure to simply just check out Momo Board. It's going to be linked down below. Go check it out to have a chance of, for yourself to win a free copy. This giveaway, the details and everything are going to be listed on the Momo Board post. So if you want to have a chance to get one, like I said, simply just go to the link down below and have a chance to get one. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for today. If you did enjoy it, then drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out and bye-bye, ladies and gents.